And they dropped. Okay, well, I guess we'll find out later.
At the extreme southern tip of South America lies an archipelago rich in history and diversity. Soon, these storied waters will play a host to a heroic clash between opposing forces, and the region will live up to its name. This is Land of Fire. Land of Fire is a 48 by 48 kilometer domination style map with 3 cap points running in a line from east to west. The A cap is on the left, B is in the center, and C is on the right. To the west, the island in the center of Capture Area A makes it a challenging cap to acquire early. Teams commonly park a radar cruiser in the cap to push away enemy destroyers while preventing either team from capturing the zone. Cap B in the center is wide open with plenty of ways in and out, and is initially the purview of competing destroyers. If combat shifts to an east-west axis, it's common to see some spectacular mid and late game pushes through the center of the map. On the right, Cap C and the islands to the east make a tempting target for teams looking for early cap points, but teams who invest too much firepower along this edge of the map may find themselves at an extreme disadvantage later in the game. 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play Land of Fire.
All right, guys, welcome to Game 1 here of the Sweet 16. Sorry for the short intro. We don't even know the ban list, but we can make some inferences from the teams that are the ships that we don't see. For example, you don't see a Stalingrad, you don't see a Kleber. I suspect those are on the list. Looking
They
over.
are.
Okay. Oh, you got the list?
Yeah, I do. The other 2 besides Stalingrad Kleber are Des Moines and Venezia.
Okay, there we go. Looking over the lineups here, KAG coming to the dance with Yamato, Kremlin, Hindenburg, Triple Moskva, Smolensk, Summers, and Shimakaze.
Very nice, very nice. 007 bringing something kind of similar. Yamato, Kremlin, Hindenburg, Triple Moskva, Smolensk, Summers, and Shimakaze as well.
I think you read off. That was no. You read off. You read off the wrong lineup there, buddy. Yeah,
I'm looking at the green side instead of the red.
Yeah, red side.
So,
Red
007,
side.
of course, has double Yamato, Salem, Minotaur, which will probably be a radar Minotaur, Hindenburg, Yoshino. I think is the first time we've seen Yoshino.
We have not seen a Yoshino yet. That is
Yeah.
correct.
And Moskva and double Shimakaze.
KAG going for, I won't say an even AC split, but they're definitely headed that direction. Got a Shimakaze about to step into A. I won't say he has close support. He has light support. There's 2 Moskvas playing way behind him. Hindenburg, Smolensk, Moskva, and Summers headed over to C. The battleships, KAG's battleships were very slow to get moving. Jaybird's Yamato now headed to A, and Wortham's Kremlin did this weird reverse loop. He's still way back on the B line. They're playing their battleships very slowly.
My guess is that there was some mix up in the comms and the call, and Wortham probably thought he was supposed to be heading for the west, and was told, no, you're supposed to be going east.
Could
So
be.
he went west.
Could be. Now we see, let me put up everybody's view here. We can see Hezekiah here working the top end of A. He's going to be able to bag A very quickly, so KAG will start ticking up points. You look across the board here, you see G36 working the bottom end of B, and he might have just gotten picked up by Moskva radar. I'm not sure. I saw Moisener pop his radar. No, there's, looks like, yep, Critical's out of range. They don't have range on him. So both of the 00 Shimikazes look good to bag their early caps here. It depends on what Raindrops Summers does here. Is he going to get in here in time? He is going to get in here in time, I think.
Yeah, so it's going to be the typical destroyer wiggle dance at sea, I think.
No, he changed his mind. He was reversing in, and then he backed off.
That Moskva is just outside of radar range, and he's probably expecting it.
Yep. So KAG picking up A very early, but just as quickly losing control of it, as they now know that somebody, and there we go, they've just now radared to figure out who it is in A. They know it's Maverick's Minotaur. It looks like Raindrop might yet go back onto the top end of C over here to start contesting things, but 4 minutes gone, 007 flexing their Shimikaze muscles, plus the Minotaur in A, and they've led out to an early points lead here.
Yeah, very aggressive positioning by both teams here. Neither team wants to have the unenviable position of having to catch up from a deficit.
Yep.
Digital Wind looks like took a torpedo as well, the Moskva for KAG.
Indeed. We saw Raindrop get into the top end of the cap, and then Eagle Lance's Moskva reversed his engines to pull up just close enough to get him back onto radar. So Raindrop ducks out of the cap. He'll wait out the radar, and then I'm sure he'll get back into C momentarily. Hezekiah's Shimakaze also working the top end of A on the other side of the map, denying those points. I'm a little surprised to see that, given that we know the minnow's in there. We know the minnow has hydro. The minnow probably has radar. That seems a very, very bold play.
Well, he's probably thinking that there's not many ships to fight him. He is radared, I think, right now.
Yeah, or hydroed or something. I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah,
he did leave the top end of the cap. I gotta say, Zath, I'm baffled by KAG's battleship play, right? Jaybird went all the way kind of like over to A, and now they've pulled the Yamato out. They're rotating him well back to the west again. Once again, I'm looking at this. I'm just their battleships are not that far forward. They're on about the C line. Raindrop looks good to bag C. This looks like a likely thing that will happen. We know Eagle's radar is down. We saw him pop it earlier.
Mm-hmm. So C flips.
Indeed.
Look at MCAT over on the far flank in the Salem. We got a little bit of a bow-in fight going here.
I see that, but if I'm the Hindenburg, that's not a fight that I want. Not unless I'm going to go charge him. And I think, in my opinion, Wright, I don't know that this is necessarily the correct way to play this. He's got a Yamato gunning for him from long range. In my mind, he'd be better off just getting in there and trying to get the Salem off the board rather than playing these long-range games, because the Salem will win that exchange.
Easily.
Yep. I mean, look at that AP. Look at that AP just getting solid pens, even at that angle against Wright's Hindenburg. Well, the Summer's bagged C, but 00 right back on top of things. So far, it's been all them. They have a ton of cap control, and Wright looks like he's going to end up being the first casualty of the game.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
There he goes. MCAT Salem does the job over on the 10 line as he wins that duel with the Hindenburg. And just like that, 007 up over 300 points with only 7 minutes gone.
Yep, Raindrop got detected on radar. He stopped. He's backing up now. He'll dodge these torpedoes, so he'll be fine there. But they have no caps. And the enemy's caps are all ticking. So 007 looking very strong here.
007 just like they're about to be 400 points up. It's just it's honestly it's a little, I'm a little surprised. KAG, they obviously deserve to be here, but right now they seem like they're playing very timidly. I'm just not sure kind of where they're going with this. I feel like they need to be moving their battleships up and getting more work out of them somehow.
Well, they moved Jaybird right into 3 or 4 Shimakaze torpedoes.
Did
so
they?
That's
He was cutting across the middle of the map. I guess the Shimakaze just had his number and was chasing him down. They have rotated Hezekiah back into B.
Noting both 007 Shimakazes are running 20-kilometer torpedoes.
Interesting. I suspected that when I saw Jaybird moving across the top of the map. He was moving well north of B, and there were torpedoes going by, and I thought those have to be the 20 kilometers, right?
Mm-hmm.
We see now they've pulled Moistener forward. They're pushing him up. They're backing up Hezekiah. Hezekiah does bag B, but goodness, KAG is almost 500 points down here.
The enemy is about to win.
I mean, we're only 8.5 minutes into the game, and the game is, getting close to being done.
Well, we did get started pretty quick, and
we did.
I guess they're in a hurry to get this going and move on or not. I guess
Digital Wind just got hammered, and he goes out. They've pushed Raindrop back onto the top end of C, but it feels like it's just fingers in a dike at this point, Zath. They're down 2 ships. They're upside down nearly 600 points.
Yeah, we got another 1v1 going on here on the 10 line.
Now, they have done something that I like, which is they've pushed Forgotten Liquid's Moskva up into A. At least denies the points. At the same time, if that Minotaur wants to come around the corner and just wipe out Forgotten Liquid, he probably can with the torpedoes and that ridiculous heal. Liquid pops his radar. He wants to know where Maverick is. He spots him now. Maverick's just chilling. Those points going nowhere. So right now, KAG has worked themselves into a board position. They're the only ones ticking up points, but oh no. The Smolensk over on the 10 line just getting hammered.
Selling took an AP salvo there as him.
Yeah. He was selling the farm to get these torpedoes off. He got him off, but it's not going to stop MCAT from moving up and just assassinating him.
Yep. And that will probably be the game.
Well, it certainly is. I mean, it's certainly not going to help him. It's just more point. Right now, OO7's only not even ticking up points, but yeah, that only ends one way at that range.
1 and 2, 1 versus 1 fights.
OO7 definitely in the driver's seat here. Not ticking up points.
Taking critical torpedoes. Oh, going down.
Oh my goodness. Now that's a huge kill for KAG. That's points and a ship they desperately needed.
Absolutely. That gives them breathing space.
That does. It gives them some breathing room. They're holding down A. They're moving up on. They're moving ahead on B and C. Now let's have a check over. I haven't looked at OO7's deployment in a while. All right, so they've got Megazal's Yoshino still chilling on the 1 line. He looks like he's trying to angle to find shots on Forgotten Liquid's Moskva. But they can't afford to push Liquid around the corner. Liquid has to stay where he is.
Well, they want to keep him there. Oh, Worthen goes down.
Oof, they can't afford that. The carnage at sea is real and intense.
Absolutely, as Julius Seizure comes back in the sea.
Julius Seizure! Oh my gosh. The players of this game never cease to amaze me with the creativity of their names, Zap. I don't think they can stop him now. It's literally the only thing left on that half of the map is Raindrop Summers. And he's outgunned like by just about everything over there. Like, it's not even close. If he threw some Hail Mary torps and got lucky, maybe, but that's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Play is now at A. They have to get Maverick off the board.
Well, it looks like they might be trying, but I don't think that they're... All right, so they've pushed Moistener's Moskva up. They're trying to pincer Maverick's Minotaur in between the 2 Moskvas. But Maverick's got a pretty good angle to Moistener, and there's plenty of people to shoot at Moistener. Now, I'm surprised Forgotten Liquid didn't come around the corner about the same time. It feels like they didn't time this very well.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah. And now Moistener's about to find himself someplace he doesn't want to be as a Moskva, and that's going to be in a close-range duel with someone that's got like 4 times his rate of fire.
Now, they should have also positioned Jaybird to the other side of the island, so as soon as Maverick pulled forward, Jaybird was right there to blap him in the side.
Right. It's all gone wrong for KAG here on Land of Fire. I can't imagine a world where they can pull out a win here. They've given up too much health and too much board position by this stage of the game. Even if they were to somehow bag B and A, OO would win just on the strength of the C cap alone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Liquid's coming up broadside now to the Minotaur.
Now that's what I'm saying. Like this is a school in how to play Minotaur by Maverick.
Mm-hmm.
We saw something similar yesterday watching Buenos Noches. That was John the Pickle. Watching him play Minotaur as well, it was a thing of beauty. And here he goes. He's going to wipe out the Moskva, and that's the game. Goodness gracious.
Well, I got a death pick out of it.
Just absolute domination end-to-end from OO7. Just demonstrating why they belong here. Like, no question.